Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm sharing with you some family organisation and just some ways that I keep organised as a parent. So I hope you enjoy the video, and of course if you do, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and of course turn on the notification bells so you don't miss another video. So what I tend to do as a parent is you hear so much advice, I feel, from everywhere and every angle, and to be honest, there's not a manual for children, and there's not a manual on how to, raise a family. There's millions of books, and that is for a reason. It's because everyone has their own opinion and everyone has their own way. So what I'm sharing with you today is basically what works for me. So if you like some of these tips, definitely give them a go and try them for yourself. But yeah, this is just what works for me, and I'm just going to share some of the reasons why it works for me. So let's jump into it. I have a massive list and I want to make this short and sweet, but there's lots to go through. So grab a cuppa. So the first way is by having snacks prepared in advance. So I do my grocery shopping now on the Friday night, and the reason why I do this is because if I did it at the start of the week like I used to do, I'd find that I was running out of food by the weekend. So by doing my grocery shop on the Friday night, I can come home and I can prep my snacks, and then I can save a load of money over the weekend because I'm not going out and buying extra snacks when we're out. In saying this, definitely, take advantage of that freezer space if you've got it, and just prep up everything that you've got for snacks and put them in the freezer, all the stuff that you're not using, so you can also use those throughout the week. All right, the next tip I have for you is to pack as you go. So when I am doing my washing, for instance, I will grab out Talia's daycare bag, and I will grab out her swimming bag, and I'll pack her bathers straight back into her bag, and I'll pack any clothes into a bag that she will need for daycare straight into that bag as well. That way I don't have to go into the wardrobe and go and find those clothes and put those clothes in the bag, the day before, just before I go swimming or just before we go to daycare, because they're already packed for me. So that saves me so much time, and I'm not double handling things, so it just keeps me organized all the time. The other thing you can do to keep organized if you are have a dedicated swim bag like I do, is I have a backup of shampoo, conditioner and a hair comb in this bag. I know it sounds strange, but I don't have to now remember to go to the bathroom and pack shampoo, conditioners and a hairbrush, because I always permanently have one packed in that bag. So the only time that bag is not packed is when my clothes are in the wash, and that is it. And while we're on the clothes in the laundry, the next thing is just to hang as many items as possible. So this cuts down all the folding time. So basically what I do is, as soon as the washing machine is done, I'll just pop everything straight onto coat hangers, whatever I can onto coat hangers anyway, and I'll hang them up straight into the shed. So if you want to see what that looks like, then go and check out my how to do laundry fast video. Basically what it does, it just cuts out that whole middle step of folding and putting everything away, because you're hanging it straight up and then just hanging it straight back into your cupboard when you're done. The next thing I do is I set my timer on my washing machine. I'm probably obsessed in my timer. I love my timer. I don't think I could live without my timer on a washing machine, I wouldn't lie. So I pretty much set my timer the night before, and then when I get up in the morning, I can hang a load out, and if I've got extra washing, I will set the timer again, so when I finish work, I can do another load of washing. So if you don't have a timer on the washing machine, don't stress, even though I can live without one. Just make sure that you're doing a load of washing a day, or whenever there is a load, always do it so the washing is not piling up. So the next thing that I can't live without with my organization systems is my grab and go bags. So I did again do another whole video on grab and go bags, so check that one out, and I also did a handbag organization video. So basically the idea of these grab and go bags is, if I am stuck out somewhere, I've got sunscreen, I've got Aerogard, I've got Band-Aids. Do you know what I mean? I don't have to go home and I don't have to get it. I don't have to pack this extra stuff in my bag. Everything is already packed for me in my grab and go bags. And there's the same thing with my handbag. I have one for my daughter, which has, like tissues, wipes, sunscreen, spare pair of undies, all that sort of stuff. So I have one in that bag as well. So they're already in the bag. I don't have to take things in and out of the bag. It just saves me so much time. Absolutely love this system. So another thing that we do as a family is I often get Talia to pick out her outfits the night before. So she is a really fussy person when it comes to outfits, and it drives me insane. So getting her to pick out her outfit the night before just saves that whole, you know, stress in the morning. The other thing that you can do is you can use these coat hangers, which you can put like 5 coat hangers on, and you can organize your kids' clothes that way. So if they're really fussy like mine is, you can just hold them up and say, which one do you want, this one or this one? That's going to save you time. I must admit, this drove me insane trying to hang them onto these hangers all the time and keep up with the system. So I did cut this out completely, but it is something to consider if you wanted to give it a go. Next of all is involving your children. So basically having things at their height and getting them to be involved with your routines is, you know, just got to be a standard thing in the household. So basically, you know, you might have a routine that every night before you go to bed, you pack up your things. So getting your children to be involved in the routine and having systems where your kids can actually put things away. So having things at their level and having things labeled appropriately so your child knows exactly where they go. Okay, and the next thing I would advise you guys to do is to write everything down. This is something that works really well for me. If you are not a person that likes to write everything down, then just, you know, do what you need to do. If you need to download an app or just use your calendar on your phone, then that is another way that you can do this, and just set yourself reminders. I don't know why, but the messy Blackboard system does really, really work for me. I haven't missed an appointment yet, but when I don't write things down, I always forget. So yeah, this is just something that really helps me. I also do have these to-do list notepads that I got for $2, I think it was, from Kmart, and I can also write things down the night before, so then I don't forget what I need to do the next day as well, because, you know, even though I had my daughter 4 years ago, I still feel like I have mum brain. So another way that I keep organized is I buy my gifts in advance. So basically I don't go out shopping specifically to buy birthday gifts or gifts for people. What I do often do is whenever I go shopping and I see things on clearance, I will go, oh, that would make a really nice Mother's Day present, when, you know, so-and-so would really like that. So I pick up that item and I put it into my gift box. So one of the places that I really do love to shop for things like this is Aldi, believe it or not. They always have really good special buys on kids' books. So when they have the kids' book sales, I will buy books for like 99 cents. It's great. And then I'll just put them in the birthday basket or the gifts basket, and when it is time to, you know, have a birthday and stuff like that, I have a book that I can put in with that, and that system works really well for me. But you know, you do need to have the space to sort of have a system like this. This one here is again around food, and that is to do a click and collect. So I do a click and collect purely because I feel that I save a lot more money when I do a click and collect. That sounds so bad, doesn't it? I do believe that it is important to take your kids shopping, because they do need to know, you know, boundaries and how to act in public and stuff like that. So I'm not being the ambassador of, you know, don't take your kids shopping. But I do like this system because I can, you know, rock up to the supermarket. I know that I have spent my budget and that I'm getting what I need to get, and I haven't got excess crap in my basket. The other thing that I do while I'm on food is I do a meal prepping. So basically on a Sunday, I do my meal prep. I do that organised Sunday routine, which you can see all that in if you want to see more of my organised routines. But basically, yeah, I do a meal prep on the Sunday, and the reason why I do that is because when I come home at the end of the day, when I am at work, I have enough things to do that I don't need to be cleaning and cooking every single night. So by having, you know, a meal prep already prepped up for me, I can just put things in the oven or on the stove, and it saves me that time. And I feel like my daughter is much better behaved because I'm able to spend that extra time with her. The next one is decluttering regularly. So yeah, you can't do a video without me talking about decluttering and organizing now, can we? So yeah, I think especially kids areas of the house, they can get really, really bad because kids go through phases, obviously phases of things that they like, when it comes to toys, and also with clothing as well, because they grow so quickly. So one of the things that I really am looking at implementing, because I haven't actually done it myself, is I want to actually buy a little clothes basket that I can put in my daughter's room, and every time I see something that doesn't fit her anymore, I just put that into the basket, and then when it gets full, I will just take it to the donation bin, because I find that that happens to me so much that I feel like I need a spot for it. But yeah, so by decluttering regularly is going to help you, because you're not, you know, organizing and putting away stuff that you just really don't need. Okay, the next one is something that I don't have because I don't have a child that's in school, but if I did, I think that I would have one of these, which is a homework caddy. So this is like a basket system or something where you put all your kids' stuff into that they need for homework. So any stationery and things like that, calculators, so they can take that around the house, you know, take it to the kitchen table or to the kitchen bench while you're cooking or whatever it is. So if they've got questions, they're right near you and they've got exactly what they need. So I feel like that would be really beneficial, because you know, they might not be comfortable with just doing their homework in the study all the time. They might want to go outside and do the homework. So yeah, I think that a homework caddy would be a really good system and a really good idea, just to keep organized and keep everything in the one spot, so you don't have, you know, stationery crap just all around your house. You've actually got a storage system for it. Okay, so the next one is probably something that I learned from childcare, and I used to have like little races, like cleaning races, stuff like that. There is a pack up song that you can find on YouTube, which we do use in our kinder. The other way is to do the mystery scrap. So mystery scrap game is basically you pick an item in your head and you tell them that they have to pack up, and then they have to guess what the mystery scrap is. So they'll be packing up their things and saying, is this a mystery scrap? Is this a mystery scrap? When they pretty much get to the end, you can say, oh, that's a mystery scrap, congratulations, yay. And then they get to pick out whatever activity they want next, or you might have like a snack or something, that some sort of reward at the end of it for getting the mystery scrap, and that also gets them to pack up their toys. So yeah, you know, obviously we don't want to be rewarding them every time for just packing up stuff, but that might be a good idea for getting them to do other household cleaning things and stuff like that that you would normally ask them to do as well. So just a little bit of food for thought. And we're nearly at the end, because this video could go on forever. I could definitely do a part 2 of this, so if you want another part 2, I probably would do another one in a year's time or so, because things will change as my daughter evolves and gets older, and as we evolve as a family. So yeah, let me know if you want a part 2. Okay, so the next way I stay organized is to have activities on the go. So yes, I did show you my grab and go kit. I did have an activities one for my daughter. So if we're out in the restaurant or something like that, where there's nothing for her to do and she gets bored, I've got something. But there's also a great idea to have stuff like this at home, and that is because obviously, you know, we have a lot of things that we need to do as parents, and keeping them occupied is the key to good behavior. So yeah, definitely having an activity kit or something like that at home is going to help you keep, you know, organized and get things done around the house, and it's also going to keep your kids much happier while you're doing it. Now the next one is something that I would do if I had multiple amounts of children. So if I had 4 kids, for instance, I would definitely do this, and that is to have a station for each child. So you'd have like, say, a locker, which I've seen like Kmart and stuff like that. They had lockers a while ago. So you could do a locker or some sort of system where you have a hook and they can put their bags, their school bags, you know, their sporting equipment, anything that they'd need to, and that is their station where they can grab all those things and take them out the door with them as they need to. And the next one is to have age-appropriate things for chores. So it's not just our job to maintain our house, and we don't want our children to think that we're bloody slaves. That'd be the worst thing ever, is, you know, our kids growing up and we're just constantly doing everything, and then when they move out of home they have no idea what they're bloody doing. So we need to be incorporating, you know, chores and things that are age appropriate for our children in order for them to become independent adults and little humans and be able to look after themselves one day. So yeah, just think about some age appropriate things that you can do. You know, check out Pinterest for some ideas of what you can do, and they've even got like these charts and stuff like that. I know I've seen them in again, Kmart, where you can have like rewards and stars and stuff like that for, you know, completing each of your chores. So that is just another thing. You could even do pocket money for chores. Like, I'm sure everyone gives their kids a bit of money when they go out, so if you're giving them pocket money, it just sort of helps them learn that, you know, they're not just given everything for free. So another one is to use the best of your kids' nap time if you do have kids that are napping as well. Mine does not nap at all, so I miss those days. Yeah, but if she was to nap, I would definitely use the best of her nap time. At the moment, I do all of my editing pretty much when my daughter is asleep at night time, and if I do have any ideas for my YouTube channel, I write them down in my notepad, or I use my iPhone and put them all in there, and I will often do that during my daughter's sleep time. Other ways that parents have done it is they get up really early in the morning and they have a 5 a.m. routine. Stuff that. I'm not doing that. But if that's you and you're that keen, then go for it. The last thing I thought I would mention is near enough is good enough when you're a parent. Like, don't have to be perfect, because, you know, your child is not going to remember all the dishes and stuff that was stacked and how dirty your house was when they're a baby. They're going to remember, and they're going to appreciate, and they're going to build more of a bond with you by you actually spending the time with them and putting the effort in, especially while they're young, to build that trust and to build that bond. So I will honestly just say to you, near enough is good enough. So for me, when I get sick, I always, or if I'm having a bad day even, I'll always just do the dishes. So I've got a dishwasher. So I just put the dishes in the dishwasher, I set the timer on the washing machine, and I put things away around the house, and then I let the cleaning go for the day. I don't even bother cleaning. This just stops me from being behind the 8 ball, because there's not crap everywhere in my house, and I'm not behind on that sort of stuff the next day. But it also helps me just to relax and to, you know, rejuvenate and to, you know, I suppose just recover if I need to recover, if I'm not well, or if I'm just not feeling up to it. So yeah, near enough is good enough. Don't try and be a perfectionist. Just, we're all human and we all need a break sometimes. So I hope you've all enjoyed the video, guys, and it wasn't too long for you. Please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and of course turn on the notification bells so you don't miss another video. I do have an Instagram page and a Facebook page where you can catch me on throughout the week if you would like to, and I'll catch up with you next week for a new video. We'll see you then. Bye.